morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Thursday, and we're now at the 9th of January, 2020, and the time about 9:20 a.m. Central Time. So there's still the push going on within Congress, as Mitch McConnell was just on TV again on the floor of the Senate, telling the Democrats in the House they're not going to tell the Senate how to run the trial. It's that simple. And now the question is, because pressure's starting to develop within the House, whether or not Ms. Pelosi, the Speaker, will deliver impeachment articles sooner rather than later. Of course, remember, February's right around the corner from us now, and then we have the caucuses there. So the longer she waits, what does that do for her base? In the stock indices, carry through to the market. But for those of you that get my morning subscriber video, I've given you some important point numbers in there where this market, with this big rally, might run into some key resistance right near today's high. So I'd be watching that. In the metals, again, what you did is you're taking out the premium of the missile strike and other ideas. So you get a little overextended to the upside. Then the market starts its correction. That's what I think is going on in the gold and the silver at this point. If we step over to the yen, it too had a very large bid. It's given that up. So did the Swiss franc to a certain degree. But it's finding stability against the euro. And at the end of the day, that's what it'll trade against. In the copper market, we've now got the Chinese delegation committed to 10 people are coming in at the beginning of Monday. They'll be here for the signing supposedly on the 15th of the trade deal. And I'm going to repeat again, we don't know what that trade deal really consists of. We know the amount of money. We don't know the particulars. As you can see in the grain markets, they're evening up ahead of tomorrow's 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time USDA supply demand report for both the U.S. and the world. Then we take a look at what's going on in bonds and notes, a bit of pressure here. And I might even do another metal report, not metal, an energy report, which I haven't done in a while, because I think yesterday was a blow off top in a number of the energy markets, unless you get another situation where the U.S. and Iran go at each other. And, you know, the president didn't take off that they can't go at each other again. He did say more sanctions were going to come on, but it sounds to me as though the military aspect of it, where the U.S. is directly attacking, be it one of the Iranian generals or somebody else, that might be off the table for a while. Again, got to keep your eye today also on an attempt by the House of Representatives to limit the powers the president have against Iran. In other words, war powers, send that on to the Senate and see where that goes and see if it can pass there. And then, of course, you might even get a presidential veto. So who knows where all this heads up one way or the other. As for the day's data, good news in the jobless data, down 9,000. Now, these are the best numbers we've had in quite a while, so this is a real solid number for this market. 5 weeks, and it's very good. Germany's industrial production, this is a good number for them. It was up 1.1% from the prior month, beat the expectations of 0.7 gain, and October almost was cut in half. They had initially reported that it had a 1.7% decline. Now it's only 1%. As I said, China sending its delegation. The Chinese National Bureau of Statistics said that pork prices were the culprit, causing the CPI there to go up 2.9% from a year earlier. In Australia, they had a bigger trade surplus than thought, but you'll ask, why is the Aussie dollar under pressure? Think of the fires. 2,000 plus homes, how many businesses? The fires are still out of control. They're committing at least $2 billion to aid. They may have to go higher. They have a national emergency and they don't know what they're going to spend, so that causes that particular problem. Now, as I said, I was going to do a metal report. It's out. So for those of you that like the gold market, I recorded, because it's a video report. I did in detail price counts, giving you an idea where I think the market might ultimately go. The seasonal charts, where are we right now into February? So we're only at January 9th. I take you almost to the end of that time frame. I really discuss gold on the weekly charts, the daily charts, the seasonals. I put it all together and try to give you a game plan. These reports are only up for 5 days. Yesterday was the first day. So if you haven't seen it, go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. you'll look under the word research. You're going to see my metal report. Click on it. I hope you enjoy it. Now, I will be doing another report as early as today or tomorrow, and I'm really considering maybe two. I want to deal on the grain markets, and I want to take a good hard look at the energies as well. These are video reports. If you have problems, call my staff. They'll be happy to work with you at this number, and I'll see you all this